when you are reading these inequalities or solving these inequalities, you want to solve so that your variable is always on the left side. Don't leave that variable on the right side because 50% of the time you will read it incorrectly, the inequality, okay? So this is saying x is what? -1. All right, so we know that if it's greater than or equal to, it's a solid, or less than or equal to, it's solid, correct? And if our inequality is strictly greater than or less than, then we use an open circle, right? So when I'm asking you to graph these, here's -1, here's 0, here's -2. You don't have to do a full, huge number line. Just give me a couple numbers on either side of your target value. Yes? I don't require 0. All right, and this would be a solid dot, and which way would be greater than? To the right or to the left? To the right. Yeah. Okay. Values greater than -1 are all the positive values, right? Values less than -1 would be going left. All right, what about this one? This is saying x is, so here's 3, here's 4, here's 2. Open or closed? And the arrow points to the left. Are we good? Okay. This is an and statement. It means we're graphing in between our n values. So all I require you to do is to write your n values down. Decide if we are solid or open at those n values. And in this case, both of them are what? Solid or open, right? Because I'm strictly saying greater than or less than. And values, so you kind of can separate this. You can say x is less than 2, which means I'm going this way, correct? And x is greater than -1, which means I'm going that way. So my graphs are going towards each other, which is why we're using just the values in between -1 and +2. No, that was my arrows going back towards each other. So you just need to say that it's something like this. You don't need that x. I was just going one way with my arrow and the other way. And so this is an or statement. And it looks like or to the water, right? Or to the water going out. Okay? So our n values here are 2 and 5. Solid in each case. So I'm saying x is greater than 5 or x is less than or equal to 2. So those are always going to go opposite each other. What do you mean by shape? I wouldn't in this case because my arrows are going away from each other. If they go towards each other, then I'm shading in between. Okay, let's look. Solve and graph the following. So we want to solve for x as if we were doing a normal equation, getting your variable on one side and your integer on the other. So I'm going to, because I want my x to be on the left side, I'm going to take that 6x and subtract it. And so when I subtract 6x from both sides, I'm left with -2x plus 3 less than or equal to -5. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I'm going to get -2x is less than or equal to -8. Now, what's the rule in an inequality when dividing by a negative value? Flip the direction of the inequality. So this is really going to say that x is now greater than or equal to 4. So here's 4, here's 5, here's 3, closed interval, and to the right, because it's greater than values. Looking good? See, I'm dividing by negative, so I have to switch the direction of my inequality. Well, how do I graph x is greater than or equal to 4? Which direction am I going to go? That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
JV tennis players are to check the schedule that is posted outside Mr. Steckland's office so that you know when you play next week. Do not leave school today until you have checked the schedule outside Mr. Steckland's office. Thank you.
All right. So are we good so far? We're going to divide everything by 3. Do I change the direction of my